Hi, welcome to Bishop State Community College. My name is Philip Urbanik. I am the registrar at Bishop State. I run both the admissions office and the records office. If you've seen this video, it means you've probably filled out your admissions application and probably a FAFSA. Today I want to go over a few things that will help you navigate your time here at Bishop State. First, I want to talk about the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. We call it FERPA. FERPA is your rights here at the college to the information that you provide us and to your academic records. There's a few things you need to know about FERPA. The first thing is that when you're covered under FERPA, nobody has a right to your academic records, or what we call your personally identifiable information, such as your social security number. However, FERPA does allow us to release some records, such as we can release your name, your address, your telephone number, and your email address to people who may request it, such as the military or other advertising agencies. Generally, we do not release this information at Bishop State. However, you do have the right to block all of your information from anybody being able to get a hold of it. If you go to the admissions office, there will be a form called the release for educational records. If you fill out that form, you have the option to either be able to release your records to somebody, such as your parent, without you being present, or you may also click a box and say, I do not want any of my information released. But you do have to be careful about that. We upload information to what's called the National Student Clearinghouse, which is a database for federal lenders, for people who you may be asking for a job. They use that database to verify both your enrollment and to verify your degrees. The next topic I want to discuss is your student email account. Now, thus far, you provided us with your private email account, and that's what we've been using to speak with you. But now that you're going to be a student, your student email account is how we'll primarily speak with you. We will use it to send you sensitive information, events, announcements, weather updates, or even class cancellations. It's very important that you learn how to use your student email account, and there's plenty of information on our website that can tell you how to do it. Let's talk about the drop and add period. So now that you've registered for classes and you have a class schedule, you may want to change it. You may want a different instructor, a different time, maybe a totally different class. And there's plenty of time for you to change that schedule and get what you want. However, there is a cutoff. Drop and add usually starts from the time you register, but then it ends usually about 5 days after the first day of class. So after that first 5 days, if you want to change a class, if you do so, you're just going to get a grade of W. You won't actually be able to switch the class. So you need to make sure that anything that you want to do as far as adjusting your schedule is done before that first 5 days. Now, sometimes that number of days can be shortened, so it's really important that you check the college calendar to make sure you know when the end of drop and add is. Federal regulations require that we verify that all students come to classes that they've registered for. This is especially important for students who are on some sort of federal aid or other kinds of aid. Students who do not show up for class in a specific period of time will be removed from those classes. If you are removed from those classes, you are what we call a no-show. Now, if you are shown as a no-show, you can get back into the class. There's a process called the no-show appeal. That process will be emailed to you with a detailed set of instructions, along with a form that you'll have to fill out for you to get back into the class. Sometimes you may get in trouble with the class. That could be a result of job issues, maybe you had a death in the family, or sometimes you just may not understand the material. If you get in this situation, you can withdraw from a class, or you can completely withdraw from a college. When you withdraw from a class, you'll get a grade of W, and that W does not affect your GPA. Withdrawing from a course can be done through accessing your one ACCS account, and you can drop all of your classes except for the last one on your self-service. If you got to drop your last class, where you'll be completely withdrawing from the college, you'll have to do that administratively. You can do that by clicking the e-withdrawal form, which is found on the admissions tab of the website, or you can come to the office and fill out the complete withdrawal form. Now, if you decide to completely withdraw from the college, you will have to speak with a counselor before being allowed to do so. But before you decide to withdraw, I strongly encourage you to check with your instructor first. See what can be done to help you get your grade up. Check with your counselor, and make for sure you check with financial aid, especially if you're receiving financial aid dollars. There's also a deadline for withdrawing from classes. Those deadlines can be found on the college calendar. Usually the deadline for withdrawing from classes is the last day before finals begin. And speaking of the calendar, this is also where you can find all the events and deadlines for the college. You should check it frequently. Now, you may have decided after you've been in school for a while that what you're pursuing is not really what you want to do. So you can change your major. If this happens, all you have to do is go to the admissions tab on our website, click on the E forms for admissions, and then fill out the change of major form. Now let's say you do less than good in a class. Let's just say that you made an F. And of course this severely hurts your GPA. So there's a way to fix your GPA by repeating that class. You get one chance to do this. When you repeat that class, and let's say the second time you make an A, the GPA from the second grade replaces the GPA from the first grade. And this is what we call course forgiveness. Now, this helps your GPA internally at Bishop State. So when you transfer to another college, if you transfer, that college may not recognize our course forgiveness. Each semester, the admissions office identifies students who may be potential graduates for that term. Once we identify those students, we email them to let them know that they're potential graduates. We suggest that you speak with your advisor immediately upon getting this email. At the end of the semester, after we process grades, we go back through that list and determine who has actually graduated. Once we've done that, we code the transcripts for those students to show that they've graduated, and we send them another email to let them know that they have graduated. In the spring of each year, the college holds its graduation ceremony. You will begin receiving information in March. This is an exciting time for you, your family, and the college. We strongly encourage you to participate. I know this has been a lot of information, but the Office of Admission Records is here for you. You can contact us at 251-405-7005, or you can email us at admiss@bishop.edu.